Hey, Nigga, when you kind of look back on Saturday, does it just kind of feel like seeing something different first, where it's just a couple of plays here or there?
Yeah, it is. It's a couple plays, like you said, over the course of the game that obviously you wish you could have back and wish we could capitalize on. But yeah, ultimately, we're going to put 4 quarters together and finish the game off and do what we need to do to win.
I had a couple of players talk about whether it was Robert, Tex, or other players going, hey, how nice is it to see guys going, hey, instead of pointing fingers, they're going, look, I could have done this, and kind of taking that responsibility. Does that make it a healthy, even though it's 2 and 5, there's not a whole lot of fight going on, you guys are all pulling in the same direction?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily aware of any text or anything like that, but I know we have guys that have accountability, and we've talked about that. Each and every position group, each and every player over the course of the season has had something where you didn't do what you're supposed to do. That's just football, and so whether you made a mental mistake or a physical mistake, those are going to happen, and so you got to do your best to limit those, obviously, and put together the best game that you can. But each and every guy is going to have that, and so, like I said, that's this game. No one's going to play a perfect game, and so we understand that as teammates, and we understand that this is the ultimate team game, and so it's easy sometimes to put the blame on one guy, on one play, or when you're looking at it and go, man, what was that? But there's so many things that go into it, and that's every position, and so it's tough and it stinks, but I think we got a group of good guys, and guys aren't going to give up and they're going to keep fighting.
Coach Freeze said yesterday that it feels like maybe y'all are playing and even coaching a little bit not to lose at times. Sometimes in those some of these close games. Do you feel like that kind of that next step to win some of those closer games is more of a mental thing than anything else?
I'm not sure. I know as far as me and my mindset, we were up at that point. I was still thinking full throttle, like let's go score again. Let's not pull anything back and. Just go out there and play, not worry about anything different than what I would in the first, second quarter. Obviously, situationally, when you get really close to the end of the game, that changes. But for me, and when we had the ball, I was thinking just play normal football, get a first down, get us in the field goal range at least in that fourth quarter. And we weren't able to do that, unfortunately. So, that is something that we have to be better at.
How much from and it's always a learning process, but with Georgia and Missouri have shown some different things to you guys, and a lot of the shifting up front, all those things. How much does that prepare you, knowing that, hey, you're probably going to start seeing even more of that moving forward?
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, Missouri did a little bit more, shifting back and forth pre-snap, kind of like Georgia did. And, we're going to expect to see that, more and more, because I think Georgia did a decent job with it and had us having to communicate a decent amount, and I guess we will expect to see that this week, and something that you prepare every season. If you show that you may struggle with something a little bit, and I don't know 100% if we have been completely struggling with that. That's just
you just see it.
I have noticed it, and so might be a thing that defenses or teams across the league have communicated with each other, because everybody talks, and so. I'm not sure, but it's something that I know that Coach Thorne works on with the guys, and we work on identifying when things change and protection has to change. So if it is something that we see more of, then we'll be prepared for it.
You and Connor have to spend a lot of time kind of diagnosing things and making sure your communication's on for things like that.
Yeah, we don't have to do too terribly much. Connor's a really smart guy, so it's easy to play with him, and he'll take care of some things. Sometimes if the play clock's really run down, or if it's just an early shift, sometimes I don't even have to say anything because I know he's going to take care of it, no problem. I'll usually say it to just clarify it and make sure that we're on the same page, but we also signal stuff, so if I see the signal, I don't need to bark it out, especially on the road. You do your best not to step up in the line of scrimmage, stay back there and be ready to receive the snap and keep the defense on their toes. But yeah, he's a great guy to play with, he's a smart guy, and he's a competitor, so it's nice having him in the center.
Kentucky's been one of the best defenses in the SEC this season. What have you seen from them on film?
Yeah, first and foremost, you start up front with them, and they got great size and athleticism up front. Their 2D tackles are very large humans and not easy to move, and that's just the honest report on them. Obviously, they're really good players up there, and their 2D ends are really good players too. Do a good job rushing the passer. good job in the run game. Their backers have played a lot of football too. Really, their whole defense has been together. It seems like a while, and have played a lot of games. So their front seven are really talented, and then their DBs are talented as well, and they're really long. I think both their corners are 6'3". Both their safeties are good size too, and they've done a good job this year. And so it's a good challenge for us. We got to put a good week together at practice, make sure we know the game plan in and out, and just go out there and make plays on Saturday.
It's about as close to home as you've been in a while. Is it exciting to kind of get closer to home to play a game?
I guess, it's the conference game. It's not too terribly close. I feel like Missouri's more the Midwest than Kentucky is. So we were talking about that last week, but I'm not sure. I haven't checked the temperature yet. Maybe it'll feel a little bit more like Midwest temperature. I'm not sure.